So thank you for everyone for joining us today. So today's topic is about like bringing AI to the age with AAEON solution. I'm Iris Huang, the product sales manager of AAEON Technology. I'm mainly responsible for AAEON NVIDIA AI product platforms, embedded system level products, and IoT gateway solutions. So for today's agenda, we will introduce how moving to the edge from the clouds and limited possibility of edge solutions. Then we will share a couple of the practical use cases, or how our customer encounter and how do we use in the real life applications. In case you're interested in AI solutions AAEON can offer, we will make sure you get familiar with what we can offer and also the product capability in our product portfolio. Okay, so let's get started. I would like to start with the terms AI, the artificial intelligence. So the term AI has been to one of the top searches on the internet in the past decades and continues to grow. And this is a topic everyone talked very often. So artificial intelligence is helping modern world business operations, boosting the task performance. So in 1956, a small group of scientists, they actually gathered for the Dartmouth summer research projects. So this is basically, the meeting was the birth of this field of research. So I would like to give this what is past is actually prologues. This is from William Shakespeare, but if we look at this, it's really meaningful. Artificial intelligence is the ability of a machine or a computer system to copy human intelligence process to perform like tasks or activities. Human beings, we learn from experience, but machines learn from big data we feed them. So they act based on the data collected from where it's generated. So a machine can learn from the big data we feed and adapt to new information and performs human-like activities. Specific application like AI include something like expert systems, neutral language processing, NLP, speech recognition, object detections, machine vision. There are lots of terms that develop in this area. And then since 2000 years, internet has become a major part of our life. The growth of the data volumes has increased tremendously. So that's why we say 2000 years, it gets so popular because Google was established in 1988. So those big amounts, volume of data, which we called it big data. If you look at the slides on the left-hand side, the big data, the quantity of the data is too huge, too large to be processed and interpreted by the human beings within a reasonable time. So we relied on machines to help us extract and take the data information we need, which is useful for our task or for our application. So we train machines to think like human beings, learn from the data we feed them. But like the human beings, some of the machines, they are smart, some not smart. Some of the machines, they're intelligent enough to extract the exactly data we need correctly and solve the question or perform the task. But how do we know the level of the intelligence of different machines or robots? Well, that depends on the algorithm. So here comes up with the algorithm. The algorithm will determine how smart and how fast the machine will learn and ability to learn. But the functionality of the algorithm and the big data must be built on the powerful hardware capabilities, a powerful computing devices. And the devices or system maybe needs a lot of memory, fast processing speeds, also cope with the connection of the internet or the ability to connect to the internet. So which can really make sure it's a smart machines. So that's what I say, or we say here, like the three main factors, the big data, algorithm, and also the computing power. On the right-hand part, we can see there's some about the algorithm It also depends on the framework you build and different applications. And doing that, you can also see you can use the data to do the training and then deploy it on the inference at the edge devices. But you can also deploy the AI onto the inference at the edge server. But right now, we are going to talk about the edge, like AI at the edge. So why do we need AI at the edge matter? Because it helps us allow we to run the AI without worrying about the speed and the data transmission slowdowns or privacy issues. Usually some company they are worried about. The concept is to run AI algorithm on a local devices that has edge computing capability. So there are four main factors usually why we're moving from the cloud to the edge device. First, bandwidth, latency, and third, privacy and also availability. The first thing I want to talk about is the privacy. The privacy is the main reason why moving the AI computing from the cloud to the edge. For example, like the voice speakers recognitions on your smart speaker at home, you wouldn't want your conversation like leak when the data upload to the clouds. Or when you're using the home security cameras, you don't want people to see, or there's any security concerns for your home security camera. Or if you're manufacturers or factories, you need to protect your confidential agreement with your customers. So privacy is the first things to keep pushing to do the AI computing, moving from the cloud to the edge. Second thing is about the latency. This is mainly like, for example, for autonomous driving. For example, if you're driving a Porsche, and the Porsche are equipped with hundreds, thousands of sensors, and it's calculated based on sub-milliseconds, this kind of concept, not just milliseconds. So it's very important to keep that in mind. Latency is also one of the important things for moving the cloud to the edge. The third thing is about the bandwidth. Imagine there are 1 billion cameras or even more worldwide there people are using. And every day you have to upload lots of the image data or into the clouds. That's gonna be a very bad traffic. Also, in some applications, such as things like AR, VR, MR, the bandwidth could grow from like 2 megabytes per second to maybe to 20 megabytes. So which makes it important for edge computing. The fourth major factors is about availability. 50% of the populated words, and maybe there are not enough connectivity you can use. So you cannot really upload to allow to do the computing, so which we need some edge devices with the connectivity capability. So where we will say the edge computing is you need to do the computing close to where the data or events or the task generates, mainly where the data generates or the information generates. So those are the four main reasons why in the past years, people are moving the AI computing from the clouds to the edge. And also, there's another important factor is running AI at the edge is cheaper than the cloud computing. So here I gave you a short introduction about the edge computing. Moving on, I'm hand over to Owen to do the introduction to talk about the limited possibility of the AI solutions uses.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks for Iris to give a background for why we want to move AI from cloud to edge due to privacy, bandwidth, and other factors. Now, I would like to take you explore what our solution can do in terms of application within related vertical markets. So imagine you are a customer about going to retail store. So in entrance gate, you will see an access control solution that is checking your body temperature and if you wear a face mask. If everything is good, you could then enter the store for shopping. Owners could leverage people counting occupancy statistics to control the quantity of customers within the store to maintain shopping experience and safety, especially in this pandemic situation. They could also get insights of customer in terms of their age, gender, emotion as reference for shop strategy. Besides, there is a VIP shoplifter recognition mechanism, which will send a real-time notice when VIP or shoplifter enter store, so owners could take appropriate action when these events happen. Owners could also see from heat mapping to know which area is popular and which is not, to adjust layout of the shop to optimize the placement of each product. And when customer is doing shopping, there's a real-time analytic camera which can help to monitor if everyone keeps social distancing. There's also digital signage in the store with the camera to do real-time crowd analytic and change the broadcasting contents based on customers' interest. And when customer browsing the shelf, there's a camera can monitor their interaction with certain brand and do shelf management. Within the area with the high price products, there's camera which can detect, remove object, and send real-time notice for clerk to catch the lifter. And when the customer finally finishing their shopping and waiting in front of cashier, there's a camera which can detect queue situation and notify owner to maybe open another cashier so that waiting time can be reduced. It's also possible to implement automatic checkout solution so that customer could just put the items they selected under camera and the system will scan, show the list of the items and calculate total amount for customer to finish the checkout quickly. Yeah, next. So give one of like a real use case to give you more idea for how does it real work for the application. So this one is the real use case that is installed in retail store to fight against COVID-19. Our partner integrated our product into this totem-like device and put in the entrance area of a retail store. So you could do body temperature, face mask detection to ensure every consumer follows the rule. Then there's a camera on top of the totem to do people counting to ensure the quantity of customer aren't over regulation, and also every customer within the store follow the rule of social distancing. Yeah, next. So here is a application scenario for industrial vertical market. So nearby the entrance area, nearby the entrance or the area store important assets. There is a camera doing intrusion or loitering detection, which can help to protect critical assets and enhance security. And within the gate, there is an access control for mass temperature detection before employee enter. Then for some area requires employee to wear protective equipment such as helmet, gloves, glass, vest, etc. Before employees enter the specific area, they should pass the PPE detection system to ensure every employee wear essential equipment and minimize risk for getting harm. Then no matter inside or outside of a factory, there is a camera doing flame and smoke detection to send notice to owner to take immediate action when such urgent situation happen. Of course, within the factory, there's lots of different kinds of sensor connecting with the machine, and we will have like a gateway with the OPC-UA protocol to ensure smooth communication, so that we could capture operating data and consolidating this data to central management system to visualize the data for management team, so that they could either check the real-time operating status or leverage data analytic platform to analyze this data to get fuller insights. Then let's move to the production line. Here you could see a smart camera which leverage AI trained model and machine vision to achieve automatic quality control. Next. So here's a real use case that I just mentioned for quality inspection through the AI model and the smart camera. So our partner incorporates our product into chassis to build this smart camera. So in the middle of the slide, it's the smart camera our partner built based on our products, and it's with the chassis with IP rating IP60A. So it's quite suitable for either outdoor or indoor use cases. On left part is the smart camera doing quality inspection on fast mass production. And on the right part is the quality control on roof tiles. So you can see we use the same hardware platform, but we load with a different AI model. Then we could do different kinds of quality inspection tasks in the edge. So this is the value of this smart camera. Yeah, next. Then come to our last application scenario, robotic. Imagine you live in a city with all these robotic solutions. So when you wake up in the morning and you go to throw the garbage, you see a robot sorting trash for you. And when you are out of building, you see there is a maintenance robot, either maintain a solar panel on rooftop or clean the window of the building. Then you enter train station and want to go to specific location. There is an assistive robot showing you all the options you could pick, help you to buy the tickets and taking you to the exact platform. And during your work in the office, you can see warehouse robot help to move around the goods and do inventory management, etc. And when you finish a day of work, you enter retail store to buy some dinner. You see a robot move around doing shelf management and the replenishment. These are possible robotic applications. And through the evaluation of the technology, there are many different kinds of robotic application will be in the market soon. Yeah, next. So here we'd like to share some customers that are leveraging our platform to create their AMR application. AMR is an autonomous mobile robot. Okay, so as I mentioned before, with the robotic application, you could do lots of different kinds of application. So for example, here, you could see the hotel and the bank service robot. Because it's with a card reader and the facial recognition, so it could help to recognize the customer and help to speed up check-in process, then take the customer to right place for next procedure. Or there's this kind of a security robot that is equipped with the cameras to move around the building and check if there is any suspicious person when the office is closed. And many other different use cases will be appear in different kinds of vertical market through the robotic application. So this is one of our focus that we want to build a solution that could help customer who want to build this kind of application. Yeah, next. So AAEON currently has 6 focused vertical markets, which are surveillance, agriculture, robotic, industrial, retail, etc. Within each of these vertical market, we find partners within AI and the IoT ecosystem. Then we work with them to integrate their application or software into our hardware platform. Then we build a bundle like as a solution, which could help customer to speed up their development process and to shorten their time to market for their project in these vertical markets. Of course, we are looking for new solution applications and also new focus vertical market. So if you are interested to find out more solution or more information from AAEON, you just scan the QR code or log in and you can check for the details. Yeah, it will be updated time to time. We will keep updating it. Yeah. So then I will pass the ball back to Iris for practical use cases, leverage AAEON's product. Yeah.
Thank you, Owen. Yes. So we got a few use cases we want to share with you. The first one is the COVID-19 caught on the camera. So this is a use case very popular right now, even Asia or in Europe or in the United States. The customer use our Boxer 8251 to connect to cameras just to detect the real-time temperature of the human body. And also when the infrared camera capture the human body temperature, would automatically show on the screens about, okay, what's the temperature and is the person wearing a mask. So there are a couple of things the AI algorithm the customer they use, such as like mask detections, also the body temperature monitoring. Some of the application customer even use the so-called social distancing, where Owen just introduced. And this kind of algorithm accuracy is very high, such like 95%. The second case is about the smart retail. In the modern world, today's shops and restaurants and supermarket, they want to get a better understanding of their customer interests. So by broadcasting target advertisements and automatically improving their real experience can get the sales revenue boost. So in order to get to know customers and more detailed and optimize the shop experience, some of the retailers, they actually decided to implement the indoor collection or video analysis of a customer's shopping experience. So the customer, the retailer, they can actually use so-called like footfall analysis, also maybe the past trackings and also the heat map, which they can calculate where they want to put or place the most popular items in which corner. They can also calculate so-called the times where customer usually stop by and stopped in front of the product area they want to study. And there are some other algorithm they can use, such as like customer behavior analysis. What's the average age customer look at those kind of products, female or male? Are they happy to see it, or they are not happy with the price? So those are the real cases our customer use in their AI solution and AI platforms. The third part is about the smart agriculture. There are quite a lot smart agriculture AI algorithm customer they can use with our products. For example, one of our customer, they use the 8221s used in the self-driving machines, the vehicle on the field. So when the self-driving vehicle goes forward and back, they can use the camera to detect and do the path planning. If there's an obstacle, they can try to avoid it and calculate to a better route. The AI of the hardware or the software solution, they can also be used for weed recognition, disease detections, or one of our customers, they use our product for to sort out the different type of the goods, as you can see from here. So those are really practical use case right now. It's happening around the world and very useful. All those one of the feature of the some of the application like weed recognition here is when these farms, they collect a big amount of the data, they can retrain the model and maybe share the data to another farms. There are some new kinds of weeds growing right now. So they can share the data with each other and then retrain the model, update the model constantly. The next part is about fleet management. Like in today's production and logistic environments, it's very dynamic, and you can have robots or human workers. You share the same space. Robots working alongside with human. So the next generation robot will be definitely will be autonomous, and they can sense, they can think, and they can react like real human beings. So for this use case right here is the robot, it can really distance. If there's some pedestrian coming closer to the foreleg, then it will slowly, you gradually slow down. Just try to not hit persons or some object or some boxes. So our customer indeed use the AI, the Boxer 8221 AI in the foreleg applications used for pedestrian detection, object detection, also the collision prevention. So just not to, in this way, you use AI in your logistic or your warehouse, you can reduce the labor costs, you can reduce the chances of having the accidents. So this kind of artificial intelligence, you can really prevent the happens of the some accidents. So our customer feedback, they're like, by using the AI vision system, they reduce the accidents up to 50%. The last part is about smart manufacturing. It's like the AOI, the automatic optical inspection, is really common method used in the factories, but it's actually highly rely on operator experience and maybe some complicated rule settings you have to use for your original software. And also you are not able to do the self-learning or categorize the different type of the defect types. But with the AI algorithm, the artificial intelligence, the help with the algorithm, you can actually automatically classify the defect types you collect from the production lines. And by learning, by extract those data, you can train the machine to do the self-learnings by deep learning. Also, you can boost up your high accuracy and precision. Our customer feedback when they use our Boxer 6842 and with Intel CPU connects to cameras on the production line to check the production line, and also with the graphic cards help. This is a really high performance machines, the quality inspection system. Our customer, their feedbacks is actually boost up to 95% of the accuracy compared examinations. Maybe for previously when they use the traditional AOI with labor with their workers, every image it took them like 2 to 3 seconds to identify the defect. But with the artificial intelligence, it actually narrowed down to 0.5 milliseconds, which really literally help them to reduce the labor cost and the efficiency. Maybe previously they need at least 7 workers per day. Right now they only need 1 or 2 just to do the re-exam. So it actually shortened the defect judgment time and also lower their labor cost. So for factories, it is important they can use the autonomous machine for safety, and they can use the artificial intelligence to boost the productivity and efficiency. They can also use the artificial intelligence to improve the quality. So that's why we recommend AAEON AI solutions. All of our hardware product designs based on the industrial grade. So we provide the system, the wide range temperatures, wide range power, it's fanless, and with our very unique designs. In our IO designs, we consider a lot of for application oriented, more practical way. So when our customer they use, we consider different application. We offer different type of the Boxer, a wide variety of the product they can select. They can choose product with the wireless connectivity. They can do the customizations. If they need more robust design to put it outdoors, we can also help them with the customization for IP67 or 66 design. We are also one of the important NVIDIA partner networks in their NPM program. So when the customer work with us, we can provide them really good service support and project registrations. We also have our own team for software. So this is a slide to give idea about what product we can offer based on from NVIDIA, like Nano, TX2, and NX, HGX Xavier, you probably not able to find a really comprehensive product range from other in the market right now. So if you're really interested, feel free to contact and we'll give you more detailed information of what kind of product we can offer. And here I just give your example. Usually when we design our systems, we give you a very unique design of the products, and then we have a really broad range and very comprehensive I/O designs. Also add the connectivity customer can use. We also consider some of the customer complaints not enough storage. Then we will listen to our customers' feedback and then improve our design. So that's basically the topics we want to cover today. Talk about why do we need AI at the edge, what's the benefit of AI at the edge, and what AAEON can offer for your solution or for your requirements. So if you're interested, you can refer to the website Owen just introduced. And now I will hand over to Taylor.
I think we will have 5 minutes for Q&A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have any question, feel free to type in the Q&A box. If not, then we will hand over to Taylor for some introduction on our future webinar. Yeah. So let's wait for maybe 30 seconds to see if there's a question coming. Yeah, I think I don't see a question. So you could hand it to Taylor. Thanks, Iris.
Okay, yeah, thanks so much, Iris and Owen, and thank you to Sensor ECS for hosting us here today. Yeah, if you are interested in the solutions that AAEON offers, you can visit our solutions.aaeon.com website. That QR code, if you have the camera app on your phone, you can point it at the screen at that QR code and it will take you right there. You can see all the things that AAEON offers in different vertical markets. We are continually adding to this website, so continue to check back and you'll be able to see more solutions, more platforms, and you'll also get connected to our upcoming webinars as well. So Iris, if you go to the next page, our next upcoming webinar will be focusing on the products that are the newest and latest features in Q2. So this will include more things for AI and edge computing. So if you found this information interesting today, there will be, yeah, plenty more for you at this next upcoming webinar on May 26th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in European time. So again, you can use that QR code and it will take you to the solutions website where you're able to register for this event. We would love to see you at that webinar as well. So if you have any questions about today's webinar, maybe that we didn't get to answer, or maybe you think of it later, Iris, is there one more? Yeah, you can email us at marketing@aaeon.eu or connect with us on LinkedIn and Twitter. Yeah, so thank you again, Sensor ECS, for hosting us today. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you to Iris and Owen for this great information. And we hope to hear from you guys soon. You will also get the webinar link in your email. So look for that coming soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.